Do not get into a relationship before you ask yourself these 5 important things. I am Dani Wigfall. I am your go-to relationship coach. I also happen to be a psychotherapist, wife, mom, creative artist, yada yada. Not getting into that list right now. I'm going straight into the video. So let's do this. Number 1. What are your shortcomings, your challenges, or your insecurities? Really asking yourself and doing some deep reflection, because these are the things that can trip you up in your relationship if you're not aware of them. Also, knowing that these things could potentially ruin the relationship if you aren't aware of them and you aren't working on them. Okay, so know what those are for yourself. Do a deep dive on yourself instead of expecting yourself to come into this relationship. Oh, I'm perfect. I got it all together. I expect this person to be perfect too. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. But do that work. Do that work. Okay, is this something that can show up and potentially harm this relationship? What can I do to combat that? That way you're getting ahead of it and you're being preventative versus reactive. We love preventative, okay, before we want to react or have to respond to a crisis situation or something that we just could have prevented. Now, as you're doing this work to improve and make your insecurities not as insecure or unstable, and we're working on strengthening ourselves, you can go to different podcasts, books, therapists, coaches to really get that support. Sometimes we can't do it by ourselves. So I am a big advocate in figuring out what that specific thing it is that you want to work on, you want to improve, and finding the source, finding the resource, finding the person to support you in that journey. Number 2, knowing what you value, knowing what your non-negotiables are and what are nice to have. Okay, that's going to help you weed out, is this person truly aligned values wise? Because you can meet someone and they're amazing, the chemistry is great, they're funny, all of the things, but your values may not line up and it might be a non-negotiable for you, right? So, right, nip it in the bud. Maybe you're meant to be friends, maybe close acquaintances, or depending on the type of relationship you want to have, it might work, it might not. So knowing what are your values, what is your baseline of things, I'm not negotiating on this, or this is something that would be really, really nice to have. I love this, but I don't have this. Number 3, knowing how you like to receive love, knowing how you like to give love. That helps with your love languages. Are you a words of affirmations person? You like that per se. You like to receive that. And there's 2 different things of this, is knowing how you like to receive love and knowing how you like to give love. I say it's really important, 1, to know how you like to receive love, but then also knowing how your partner likes to receive love, because that may look different than what you like to receive. But knowing that about yourself can help you communicate that to the other person. And that gives them that space in that area to love on you in that way. So knowing if you like words of affirmation, gifts, acts of service, if you're a physical touch type person or a quality time person, that gives that person information on what you really like, which may be different from them. And it's a way you can show up for them, but it's also a way you can show up for yourself, even not in a relationship. If you like quality time, making extra time to spend time with your friends, doing things that you really enjoy. So it's also another way of how you can love on yourself. Number 4, why do so many people miss this? Okay, just because it seems like the relationship is the next step, don't let society pressure you into getting into this relationship if you don't want to be in a relationship. So ask yourself, do you really want to be in a relationship? What does being in a relationship mean to you? Or is it that you want attention right now? Is it that you want to control something because that makes you feel powerful? Is it because you want cuddles at night? Ask yourself, why am I getting in this relationship? What do I want? That will help let you know if you really want to be in a relationship or if you want something else that can come with a relationship. I say don't hop into a relationship if you just want cuddle. Don't hop into a relationship if you're realizing I'm just in a season where I just need some attention, because that can be a huge waste of time. And I don't say waste of time, I will say a learning lesson, because I believe things aren't necessarily wasted, but there's learning lessons and things if we choose to pick up those pieces of what I can learn from this situation. And really clarifying, what is a relationship with you? Do you want to grow and build something with someone? Do you want this companion? What is it? What is a relationship to you? Number 5, why? Why are you looking to be in a relationship? Is this something of status for you? Some people view relationships as a sign of strength. Some people use relationships as a meter of self worth. I am worth more because I'm in a relationship. I mean something because I'm in a relationship. If that is you, I caution you on hopping into a relationship. So that can lead to you just wanting to depend on that person or being needy for that person and relying on them to give you validation, relying on them to create your worth for you. And that gets very dangerous. And then you can teeter totter on based on how they're feeling about you. That's going to determine how you feel about yourself. And that's not necessarily the safest place to be in. Is this a self-worth thing for you? Do you feel like you need a relationship to be whole? Is this a status thing for you where it looks good when I'm together? That means everything's great. Everything is perfect in my life, right? Recognizing what is this for you? These are my top 5 tips before you click off this video, because I know you hear the ending because you're smart. Okay. My audience is smart and I love that about you. Don't forget to subscribe. I will see you next Tuesday. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.